Hey guys, Papa Pete back. Time for another review of an Atari VCS game from when I was a kid. And today's review is Video Olympics. Today's review is also another excerpt, a mini review that I did for the Rebel Gaming Club on their episode The Worst Pickups number 85 last summer. So, is Video Olympics just another Pong game? Stick around and find out.
Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. If you haven't grown up by the age of 50, you don't have to. And he also hooked me up with this Video Olympics. Atari games.
I don't know shit about Atari.
I don't either, and that's why I'm going to introduce our newest member of the crew. You guys might know him, you might not know him. It's Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. That's right, we needed another Canadian on the crew, and he's going to do reviews for us from time to time. But I asked him about Video Olympics, and this is what he had to say.
Hey Rebel Gaming Club, Papa Pete here to do a mini review on a classic game from my favorite system when I was a kid, the Atari VCS. And today's review is going to be Video Olympics. The Video Olympics is one of the 9 original games, the launch titles that was put out with the Atari VCS back in September of 1977. Now, programmer Joe DeCure had a very hard job. He had to take Pong, which had already been on standalone consoles for about 5 years, and bring it into the Atari VCS in a way that would make it somewhat different, because people had already been playing it for about 5 years. If they just brought regular old Pong over to the Atari, who would want to buy it? So he had to do something different with it, and expand on it and make things different. He certainly did. He made 50 variations of games, all of which used the paddle controllers. First was Classic Pong, the same old Pong that we all knew that everybody knew at the time. Well, next, he made Super Pong. Super Pong had 2 paddles for each player, and just made for a little bit more interesting gameplay. After that came Soccer, which was very similar to Super Pong, except for it was laid out like a soccer field with the nets on the ends. Then came Foos Pong, like a foosball table, had several players on the field all at one time. Then came Hockey, pull the nets off the sideboards and make them more like nets, and it was a great hockey game, and you could even play it with 2 paddles each. There's even a variation with 3 paddles each. Next was an interesting game, Quadrupong. Nets on all 4 sides, 2 players or 4 players could play. It was a lot of fun. Then came Handball, back and forth against one wall. It was probably the poorest reviewed game of the bunch. Then came Volleyball. Volleyball was very interesting, lots of different variations, shoot the ball over the net. Then came Basketball, where you're trying to get the ball into the net on the other side. Now, of all the different game variations, only Classic Pong was able to be played against the computer. It was okay, it wasn't the most exciting thing, and you probably grow tired of it pretty fast, but the nature of this game wasn't for 1 player, it was for 2 players, or even 4 players in some cases. This is a great head-to-head game. The whole purpose of the game was to be able to put it in, get your buddy over there, and play a game and challenge him to be the best. It really is, it stands up to this day as a great 2-player game, and you can still have a lot of fun if you get some tournaments together today. Well, Rebel Gaming Club, I hope you enjoyed my quick review of Video Olympics, and hopefully you can pick it up and give it a try pretty soon. Back to you guys.
Awesome, thanks Pete. Now I know what the game's all about. So it's like Pong.
Pong's cool.
But Pong basketball, Pong foosball, Pong everything.
It's all Pong.
It's 50 different games on there. That's awesome. Why don't we ever play Atari?
I didn't know you had one.
4-player Atari would be awesome.
So I can do it.
Alright, let's make it happen.
Alright, with all of that taken into consideration, where would I rate Video Olympics? Well, yes, the 1-player feature is pretty lacking, but then again, remember, this is back in the day when 2-player games were king, and there's lots of variety for both 2-player and frankly even 4-player games. They're a lot of fun to get together and have a big group tournament, so I'm going to give Video Olympics a good rating. That's it for my Atari VCS review for today, guys. Don't forget to check out Console Purist on Facebook. Console Purist is a great Facebook group, 17,000 people strong. People who love console gaming, whether it's the modern games of today, right back to the classic games that I love so much, the Atari VCS, the Intellivisions, the ColecoVisions, all the ones from back then. Anyway, thanks for spending a little bit of time with me today. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time, guys. Take care.
Pete, the old ass gamer. Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. If you haven't grown up by the age of 50, you don't have to.
You're watching Papa Pete, the old guy gamer.
What the hell?
Oh, and remember one more thing, guys. Kindness matters.